Hello everyone. Welcome to Topic of the Day. My name is Kritika and this is our Sunday edition where we bring to you the places that have been in news lately. So let's start today's discussion with the very famous Pangong Seoul Lake. Now Pangong Seoul Lake has always been in news as it is a border point along the line of actual control. So incursions from Chinese side are common in this region. Currently, China is building a new bridge on the Pangong Seoul Lake. And also, as we know, this lake is a very famous tourist destination as well. So if we locate it on the map, the Pangong Seoul region is located somewhere here. This is the Pangong Seoul Lake. As we can see that the line of actual control cuts through this lake. 1/3 of this lake is located in the Indian region and 2/3 is claimed by the Chinese, as this is in the Tibetan region. As you can also see that this lake is adjacent to the high points of finger 1, 2, 3 till 8, and this region came in news after the Galwan Valley clashes. Moving on, Pangong So is a Tibetan word meaning high grassland lakes. It is an endorheic lake spanning eastern Ladakh and western Tibet, and it is situated at an elevation of 4,225 meters. Now, what is meant by this endorheic lake? Endorheic lake is a drainage basin that normally retains water. It allows no outflow to occur to the external bodies such as rivers and oceans. A typical example is the Caspian Sea. Also, the Pangong So Lake is the highest saltwater lake, the highest saltwater lake of the world, and it is a landlocked lake. So this leaves us with a question. You have to name the highest lake in the world. You can leave your answers in the comment section below. Now this lake is divided into 5 sub-lakes called the Pangong So, So Naik, Room So, which are the twin lakes, and the Naik So Lake. 1/3 of the Pangong So Lake lies in India and 2/3 in China. Also, you require an inner line permit to visit the lake as it lies on the Sino-Indian line of actual control. Now the Sino word stands for China. Let's move on to our next place in news, and that is the Joji La Pass. Now the Srinagar-Leh highway passing through the Joji La Pass closed down due to excessive snowfall and extreme weather conditions. Srinagar-Leh highway is a part of National Highway 1. Moving on, if we talk about the history of Joji La Pass, it was captured by militias of Pakistan Army in 1948 with the ultimate aim of capturing Ladakh. But the Operation Bison of the Indian Army in 1948 captured the Joji La Pass itself with Dras and the Kargil region. The Joji La Pass is a high mountain pass in Himalayas in the Indian Union territory of Ladakh. It is the second highest pass on National Highway 1, with the first being the Fotu La Pass. And it connects the Kashmir Valley to its west with Dras and Suru valleys to its northeast, as well as the Indus Valley located further in the eastern region. To locate the Joji La Pass on map, we see that if this region is the line of control, LOC, and this is the Siachen region, Siachen Glacier. Here we have the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and this is their Gilgit-Baltistan region. Gilgit-Baltistan region. Also, this is the Aksai Chin that is occupied by China after the 1962 war. So here we have the Karakoram ranges passing something like this, and here in the upper region we have the Janskar ranges. Now the Joji La Tunnel passes through this Janskar range, connecting Srinagar to Leh. Now this is the NH1D. According to the previous nomenclature, this is the NH, National Highway 1D, connecting Srinagar to Leh. Alright, also here we have the Karakoram Pass. Now this Joji La Pass is located near the Dras sector. Also, we know that Ladakh is in between the Janskar Ranges, and the Karakoram Ranges. Now let's talk about the Joji La Tunnel. The project was approved by Government of India in 2018 and it is to be completed in 2022. It is a 14-kilometer long tunnel which will reduce the time to cross the Joji La Pass from 3 hours to just 15 minutes. And when completed, it will be the longest bi-directional tunnel in Asia. So let's move on to our next place in news. Now let us move on to our third place in news, and that is Indonesia. Now recently the Indonesian Parliament has passed a law to relocate the country's capital from Jakarta to East Kalimantan and named it Nusantara. That means an archipelago in the Javanese language. We know that archipelago means a group of islands and it is situated to the east of the Borneo Island. Now this plan was announced long back in 2019 by the President Joko Widodo, and it is assumed that by 2024 the capital will be shifted completely to the new location. Now the reasons for shifting are majorly chronic congestion that talks about the overpopulation in the region, floods, climatic conditions and air pollution. So if you can see in the map, Indonesia comprises of nearly 1750 islands. Now the major islands are Sumatra, Java, also the Borneo. This particular is known as the Borneo Islands or the Borneo Island, Papua New Guinea. Now if you see, the new capital will be shifted to Kalimantan region, which is approximately 2,300 kilometers from the previous capital, that was Jakarta. Jakarta was situated in Java. Now if you can see the Borneo Island, this island is divided in 3 countries. So this region belongs to Brunei. Brunei is a very small country. This region belongs to Brunei. This particular region belongs to Malaysia. It is occupied by Malaysia. And the remaining part of this island belongs to Indonesia. So the East Kalimantan region is situated somewhere around this region. Moving on, as we have seen that it is around 2,300 kilometers from the previous location and it is situated on the Borneo Island, which is shared by Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei. The new capital will be located in the North Panjim Pasir and the Kutai Kartanegara regions. The East Kalimantan is an area with immense water resources, flora and fauna and habitable terrain. That is a major reason why capital Jakarta is being shifted to this particular region, the East Kalimantan region. Moving on, if you see the map of the East Kalimantan region, so the capital city would be situated in this region that will be named as Nusantara. Now Jakarta lies in the northwest coast of the Java Island. The largest islands as we have seen in Indonesia are Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi and the Indonesian part of New Papua Guinea. So this will be the particular region, the new capital city, as you can see in the maps. Now let's move on to our next place in news, that is the Tonga Islands. Recently, Tonga has been in news as it has witnessed 2 back-to-back volcanic eruptions, which triggered tsunami waves around the Pacific Ocean. Now let's see, where is Tonga located. Tonga is a collection of 176 islands, of which only 36 are inhabited in the South Pacific Ocean. It has a population of over 1 lakh people. The volcano which erupted was named as the Tonga Apai volcano, and it lies in a very seismic zone, which is the Pacific Ring of Fire. It last erupted in 2015. So as you can see in the map, this is the location of Tonga Islands. Moving on, let's discuss what is the Ring of Fire. It is also called the Circum-Pacific Belt, which is a path along the Pacific Ocean characterized by active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. Now this region traces boundaries between several tectonic plates, including Pacific, Cocos, Nazca, Philippines plates, etc. Now, as you can see in the map, the Ring of Fire is approximately 40,000 kilometers and it is horseshoe in shape. Now, the 81% of world's largest earthquake occur along this region of Ring of Fire. The reason being, it is a region where movement and subduction of different lithospheric plates occur very frequently, such as the Philippine plate, the Cocos plate, the Nazca plate, South American plate, etc. Also, this region has some of the famous trenches like the Mariana Trench is located somewhere here, and you have the Challenger Deep Point, that is the deepest point, is located here. We have the Philippines. Also, we have the Java Sumatra trenches across this, and majority of the trenches are located along the Ring of Fire region. So let's move on to our last place in news for the day, and that is the Tahiti Islands. Recently, a group of scientists discovered massive reef of rose-shaped corals on the Pacific Ocean's surface near the Tahiti Islands in French Polynesia region. Now, the Tahiti Island is located in the Oceania region. Oceania, as you may know, it consists of 14 countries. Countries like Australia, New Zealand, Solomon Islands, etc. are a part of this region. If we talk about Tahiti Islands, it is the largest island in the French Polynesia region. It is located in central part of the Pacific Ocean. As you can see in the picture, here we have the Tahiti region. Papeete on the Tahiti's northwestern coast is the capital and administrative center of French Polynesia. So this is the Papeete region, and here we have the Pacific Ocean. Now, if we talk about French Polynesia, it is an overseas collectivity of France and it is its sole overseas country. French Polynesia, as it is divided into 5 groups of islands: the Marquesas Islands, Society Islands, Tuamotu Islands, Austral, and the Gambier Islands. So Tahiti is a part of Society Islands in the French Polynesia region, where scientists have discovered these type of coral reefs. So this was all for today's edition of Topic in News. For regular updates, you can follow us on our social media handles, and for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.